Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most, Wendy O, and I love these Saturday morning streams. They're super fun, and I love being with you guys. But today, we actually have to talk about something that's kind of serious and ridiculous, because, like, so many things. All right. The SEC signals it will appeal the Ripple case, okay? The SEC says XRP ruling was wrong, signals it will appeal. Yep, you read that or you heard that correctly. So, as you all know, not too long ago, the SEC and Ripple were in a $200 million court battle. Well, that was just the cost that Ripple had to pay to defend themselves against the SEC, okay? So basically what the SEC was alleging was that that XRP was a security and that Ripple was facilitating that, okay? We only have 10 likes. Get the likes up. We need at least 100 likes because we need to push this information out. It's super, super important. Okay, 150 of you. Amazing. Good morning. Bless up. Happy Saturday morning. Only 12 likes, so let's get at least to 100. So in the SEC versus Ripple case, the SEC said to Ripple, hey, you're selling an unregistered security. You can't do that. The SEC said that without having any types of clear guidelines, okay? If you don't have clear guidelines, you don't know what you can and can't do, okay? So that makes the case a little bit frustrating. And also too, okay, go in the house, baby. My daughter's outside having breakfast. So that also makes the case very interesting because I believe in other areas of legal places, okay? You actually have to have laws set in place, and there's protections for the people against that. But when it comes to the SEC, when it comes to our money, when it comes to the embodiment of America, liberty, and non-corporate capitalism, anything that has to do with you making money, that's when the SEC, or that's when these laws don't necessarily apply, and the protection of the people don't apply. And again, I'm not an attorney. This is just my personal opinion. We have 200 of you in here, only 67 likes. Get the likes up, okay? So that was a big problem, and it's got to be very, 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 very frustrating to everybody in general, okay? Good morning, Raider. But again, the problem with that is that the SEC has been hindering. It's been hindering growth and development and innovation in the United States of America. And why is that problematic? Well, that is problematic because we're kind of falling behind. The United States is falling behind. So when Judge Torres from the Ripple versus SEC case came out and said that Ripple is not a security on the secondary market, meaning that if Ripple is sold on Coinbase or on Gemini or Crypto.com or, ABCDD exchange, it is not a security. And I see a big thing, a wasp, not a wasp, but a big, I don't know, it's a black one. It's me. It looks like it's going to sting me. Anyways, though, so that's what the SEC ruled. The judge ruled that, XRP is not a sale on this or security on the secondary market. And that's okay. All right. There's also another Congress bill that's coming out that is indicating that, that they want to try to pass the red people, but it probably won't pass because just a bunch of political that people can use up to 10% of their annual income to invest in ICOs, different things, or coin offerings, stuff like that. That would be super cool. But at the same time, people are still going to absolutely get wrecked because a lot of you guys don't take profit. Gesundheit. And that's okay. Anyways, as a bumblebee, 245, only 101 likes. So that's just kind of a little bit of an update of what happened. Now, this is a story from the Wall Street Journal, okay? The SEC said Friday that a federal judge erred when she ruled against the agency landmark crypto case last week and signaled that it will appeal the decision. U.S. District Judge Torres sided with Ripple Labs that roughly half of its sales of cryptocurrency XRP didn't violate investor protection laws. Her decision gave hope to other defendants who are fighting the SEC over their sale of cryptocurrencies, which the SEC says are illegally sold as securities. Okay, so illegally sold as securities and retail protection. If we have no guidelines set in place, how are people supposed to know what they can and can't do? And this is why I think the whole thing with the SEC is absolutely absurd. But remember what I said in the beginning of the video is when we're talking about a public servant entity, a regulator, that again, I call these public servants because our taxpayer dollars go to fund these people. When it comes to our money, there's no due process. There's really no law. It's like they get to say and do whatever it is they want to do, and we deal with it. And that becomes very problematic. 300 of you in here, only 130 likes. Smash a like and continue to bring this in, to get the likes up so we can push this information out, okay? So the fact that the SEC can go and appeal this decision is absolutely absurd. And the reason why it's absurd, again, Number one, they didn't have guidelines put in place. They're trying to litigate instead of actually regulate, which is problematic. They are also trying to tell people what they can and can't do, because they're basically telling you you're stupid. And on top of it, they are going to continue to go after other companies. And they have unlimited funds to do so. So the SEC is literally out here, saying what they can, and like telling you what you can and can't do. And this is a little scary. It's very, very scary, because the fact the SEC has unlimited money and they can simply continue to go after these companies. And that, again, that's very, very problematic. 300 of you, only 164 likes. Smash the likes, because when you smash the likes, it pushes this out into the internet. So what are we up against? We're up against a regulatory body that does not care about you, thinks you're stupid, and basically wants to limit your ability to make money. Limit your ability to make money. And they want to tell you what you can and can't do. No clarity, Gary. I absolutely love that. So, and in addition, the SEC asked for an extra $72 million to help go after these bad actors, which absolutely absurd. Super, super absurd. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay? Crazy, crazy, crazy. So what are we going to do? Well, what are we going to do? Ripple is going to continue to fight, and we're going to continue to waste taxpayer time and money, because the SEC refuses to put any types of guidelines. And the reason why is he doesn't have to, because President Biden put him into power. Gary is a bureaucrat. He was not elected into power. And he will continue to stay in power until we get a brand new administration. So we can probably expect, well, who knows? I mean, anything can happen at this point, but at the same time, really, if you think about it. So does this mean I have to take off my moon suit? Not necessarily. You don't have to take your moon suit off. I would just be cautious. And you guys should probably put this in your trading and investing journals that the SEC does plan to appeal this case. The SEC does plan to appeal this case. So what are we going to do? We wait. But in the meantime, you guys could still, buy, sell, trade XRP on the secondary market and, do what you got to do. But the fact that the SEC is throwing a fit like a child because they lost a case, because they refuse to follow any type of directions, is absurd. And this is something we can expect with other cases as well. Very, very, very scary. And you should be concerned about this. Write to your public servants, write to your Congress members, write to the Senate members, write to everybody, write to your local community politicians. Because this is upsetting, and it does need to stop. So that's what's happening with Ripple. Is this bearish? Short-term bearish. It could cause a little bit of price FUD, but also too, Bitcoin is going sideways. So you guys have to remember that. I see you. Mommy's almost done. I love you too. Mwah. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful Saturday with your families. Me and Lo got some fun stuff to do today. And sending y'all love and light. And 360 concurrent viewers, only 196 likes. Smash the likes. Continue to share this and get this out so we can get more people up to date as to what is happening. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.